Wherever you are, just take a moment to scan the space around you. Find yourself in your space, find yourself in your body. If there is any certain movement that you would like to make to bring yourself into your body, begin to notice your breathing and begin to notice your gaze. Begin to notice your shoulders, move your neck from right to left. Just arriving. And notice if there are any sensations that are surfacing at this very first practice here. And notice how your gaze side, it's limited to certain corners. So really spread your eyes wide open, moving from the corners of your room up and down, from the roof to the ground, to the surface of the walls. And begin to shift your experience from noticing to seeing where you are in time and space. So notice where you are in the space you're in, and notice your breathing, and resource yourself. Remember from last week, so if there's something that's slightly uncomfortable now in your experience, it's a good time to move. It's a good time to shift, to change. And whenever you are, just come to a soft gaze. If it's in your experience that you feel called to gradually close your eyes, feel free to do that. If you want to keep your gaze soft, but you're not ready to close your eyes, برضو observe your body's reactions to what you need the most. And wherever you are, begin to scan the insides of your field. Always notice if there's a certain area in your body that is requiring more awareness, and you can place your hand to this part of your body and just give it that support that it needs right now. And begin to just scan your body from head to toe and observe where you are in relationship to the space you're in, and begin to observe the insides of your field, the part of you that remains unseen, yet it's the biggest part of you. We're made of 99.99999% space and energy, so there is far more of you that is without form, without structure, than there is the physical layer, which you see is less than 0.1% what you really are. Take your time to allow the breath to nourish and travel into every part of your body while you remain a witness, noticing and welcoming yourself in this field. Welcoming your whole self. Allow this to become the space where you create a room for every part of you to arrive. The parts of you that help you survive, the parts of you that help you thrive, and the confused ones in between. Every piece of you is welcomed here. And allow yourself to create that sanctuary at the center of your own heart, as if your heart has arms through which you are welcomed through, welcoming every piece of you. And begin to scan your body from head to toe. Notice where the breath goes. We're just going to do a very short breathing practice. So when you breathe in, try to send the breath all the way down to your belly. When you breathe out, you draw your belly all the way in, and your chest will change. So let's do this, just trying it out together. You breathe into your belly. Inhale here, and you expand as much as you can. In the beginning, it won't expand the same amount you want. And then you draw your belly in, all the way in. Allow your chest to collapse. And try to really empty your vessel, empty your belly out completely, so that when you inhale here, the breath will expand naturally without force. And you breathe out your belly goes all the way in. If you have trouble breathing in, focus on the exhalation. Focus on drawing your belly all the way in, all the way down, so that when you breathe in gently, it becomes more gradual, an expansion to your capacity, not forceful. Breathing in, last round. Now draw the belly in and hold. Keep the breath out, keep drawing the belly in. Lift your pelvic floor muscles like you're trying to really squeeze something in. The same muscle we practice when you want to hold yourself before going to the bathroom. And keep this activation, keep the breath out for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Now breathe naturally. Now gently and slowly scan your body from head to toe. The back of your head, the back of your throat. Run a quick scan كده, like you're collecting information, collecting insights. Take permission to arrive at the center of your heart. Remain patient, aware, and mindful of any responses. And now scan all the way down the back of your belly, the back of your pelvis. And take a moment to remain present and aware on the back of your throat, to the back of your heart, to the back of your pelvis, space between your lower body and your upper body. And you can find one space to hold or 2 combinations to hold. Keep it simple and just stay in the realms of presence. And here we learn how to untangle ourselves from those psychic areas of our bodies. So really just releasing the identity, the grip of the ego, the grip of the mind, and just welcome this part of your body as a separate, informative identity that is constantly in conversation with you, constantly speaking to you. And you're here creating the muscle to listen. Give it room, give it space. Without any triggers, you can really identify what's an open space like, so that when you're in the hustle of everyday's life and something emerges, you can tell the difference and you can listen clearly. Now release whatever combination you had and go back to your breath. And take a moment to welcome here one single word and intention that you've been wanting to cultivate from the past few weeks, whether it was your sankalpa, your belief that you would like to bring into your life, whether it's a feeling or a way of living or an experience. Welcome yourself in this realm. Bring it into your body and allow your body to be showered by the chemicals of this experience happening in the here and now. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And now slowly come back with your eyes open. And try to really remain in your body as we begin our time together. I invite you to keep your cameras open for the community shares and being part of this realm. And yeah.